guys, what's up? Welcome back to Shay Stuntin' TV. It's your girl Shay. Well, before I get started, I decided to add like travel tips, stunt tips, and things that I know that I can like share with you guys or whatever. But yes, today's video is gonna be 6 tips on how to book cheap flights. Because the people on Instagram requested it, so you guys asked and you guys shall receive. Tip number 1, book now, think later. Like, that might sound a little crazy or a little like, what's the word I'm looking for? Impulsive, but it has worked out in my favor every time. And plus, you always have 24 hours to cancel it if you feel like, no, this is a little too crazy, I cannot do this. But I say book now, think later because sometimes I'll just be browsing and I will find like a really cheap flight to Miami, like for like $50 round trip type shit, and I would just book it because it's like, that's a trip to Miami for like $50. So I'm a big believer on book now, think later. Tip 2 is be flexible. Flexibility. Is that how you say it? Flexibility? I think that's how you say it. Flexibility is key. I say that because not having a set location or a set date it's lit. You're more flexible and you're able to find like cheaper flights and stuff like that. And there are mad websites where you can search anywhere. You don't have to put a destination or a date. You can just like put in like, oh, I'm leaving from New York City to anywhere, and they'll just give you a bunch of different cheap flights, and you can just, okay, I'm going to Morocco. Oh, okay, I'm going to China. Oh, okay, I'm going to Italy. So being flexible and not having a set date or time will also like help you find like cheaper flights. For example, like me and my friend went to go on a trip and we was just like, we don't really got that much money, where we gonna go? We just went on skipflag.com and we typed in from New York City to anywhere, and they gave us a bunch of different cities and countries where we could go, and that's when we took our asses to NOLA, which was amazing. And I didn't even think NOLA was gonna be that fun because we didn't go during Essence Fest or Mardi Gras, so we was just like, but it was like one of my best trips ever. Another key tip, this is a very important tip, search often. Like, you have to be searching often, and search in private browser because I don't know if this is true, maybe it's a myth, but when I was doing like research a couple of years ago, there was like, if you search in private browser, your flight won't like go up because you keep searching or you keep looking at it. Like, if you search in private browser, they don't really like take that, I don't know, but I still do it. You can do it, you can try it, but I search in private browser. And I search often, like if I'm like down, like if I'm at my lunch break, or if I'm like not doing anything, or if I'm like on Instagram scrolling, I will go and search like, how much is this? And when you search often, you get the opportunity to like compare prices. You also get the opportunity to see like different places, and you get to see if this flight is gonna change or not. I use multiple sites. You can use kiwi.com, you can use Momondo, you can use a bunch of different sites where you can track your flight to see if it's gonna go up or down, or yeah, to just see like what's cheaper. Always compare different sites because you will find cheaper flights on different sites. For example, I was booking a trip to Turks and Caicos for someone, and on Skiplag it was like $334, and then when I went to Priceline it was $288. So yes, search often and always be on your P's and Q's. When you see that flight, you gotta be ready to book. I said, but what was the first tip? Book now, think later. And like I said, you always have 24 hours. I know there are people that's like, no, I need to be like, yeah, you always got 24 hours to like, you know. This is one of my favorite tips. This tip is take advantage of layover flights. Like, a lot of people want to go to the place nonstop. They don't have time to like stop into these places. They just want to get to their destination and boom. Like, yeah, that's cool. Sometimes I feel like I want to get to my location nonstop, depending on like how many days I'm staying there and stuff like that. But yes, taking advantage of layover flights is lit because like you get to go like 2 or 3 places at one time and the cost for one air flight. And I think that's mad lit. Like I went to Thailand and I got a layover in Hong Kong, and then I got a layover in Shanghai, and I got to see Shanghai and Hong Kong. My friends, they did a layover in Chengdu. She went to see polar bears, or panda bears, one of them, and then she like experienced like real life Chinese food. Like, taking advantage of layovers is lit because you get to experience cities that you don't really care for, and like, oh wow, that place is actually lit. Like, so I like that because I get my buck for two places, and I think that's lit. Like, I don't know how people don't think that's lit, but that's lit. Like I said before though, you can, like, there are times where I feel like I just want to go to my places nonstop, but depending on how many days I am staying makes a decision whether or not I want to make those stops or not. If I'm going somewhere for like 2 weeks, I don't mind doing a layover somewhere for like a day or two, because hello, I get to see another city. Why not? But if I'm going somewhere for like a weekend or like 4 days, I might not do that layover because I want to experience that place that I pick, you know? So, yeah, I think taking advantage of layover flights is major key because you do get to go many places for the price of one. Okay, guys, I got a little thirsty. My background might be noisy now because my little sister came home and her iPad is mad loud and she has no manners. So tip number 5 is get a travel credit card. I don't have a travel credit card because I have really bad credit right now, which I'm working on, guys. Don't judge me. I was a really like crazy college kid that just got a credit card and was like, oh shit, splurge out. Yeah, and it's biting me in the behind right now as we speak. But it's alright because I still be taking my trips, because I got another tip for the ladies, the gentlemen that don't have good credit right now. But for those that do have good credit, this is the great tip for you guys. If you fly often, you get a lot of rewards. Like, I know people with a travel credit card that get like 4 free trips a year, like, because they fly often, because they got mad points, them rewards add up, and like, it's just, they just lit. For people that do have bad credit and they cannot get a travel credit card, you can always just sign up for the rewards program, which is free with any direct airline. If you know you go to Europe a lot, try to sign up with a lot of Europe airlines like Norwegian, Emirates, etc., etc. In the States, American Airlines, Delta, JetBlue, all them sites, sign up with them, because if you do fly often and you do fly with those airlines, your miles will add up and you will get a free trip. And I do get a lot of free little perks with my different reward program. Delta, actually, they gave me a 2-month free trial to Audible, which I loved, and I think that was like mad lit. They also give you like they give you like other little perks, so like free trials to like random things. So taking advantage of like a rewards program is also good for those that don't have great credit. But if you don't have great credit, guys, you guys should like work on that, because credit is like key in the States. Last tip number 6, if you are a student or if you are under 26 years old, you better take advantage of the student travel deals. They have student travel deals. Many people don't know this, so I decided to tell you guys the secret little gem. Yes, if you're a student, if you're under 26, you can get a lot of discounts from different sites. One site that I use or just stumbled upon was Student Universe, and you can get up to like $100 off of flights. Like, the other day they had $100 off of a flight to Asia, up to somewhere in Asia, I believe, or anywhere in Asia. So that's lit. Like, use that student ID. Like, listen, I don't go to Buff State. I haven't been to Buff State for almost 3 years now, and I'd be like, okay, like, hello. They do always offer different promos and different discounts, so always check sites and check airlines, because some airlines just like have it on the site and they offer that already. You just gotta read and read. Okay, those are the 6 tips on how to book cheap flights, or how I book cheap flights. They are really effective for me. I have never booked a flight over $500, well, over $600. So yeah, and I think that's really cheap. And the most I've ever spent on a flight was $530, and that was to Thailand. Like, I'm really a budgeter. Like, when I say I'm a budgeter, I'm a budgeter. So yes, try those tips. Tip number 1 was to book now, think later. Tip number 2 was to be flexible. Tip number 3, search often, and search in private browser if you wish. Um, Tip number 4 is take advantage of layover flights. Tip number 5 was get a travel credit card, or make sure you always sign up with the airline's rewards program. And tip number 6, if you're a student, make sure you take advantage of the student travel deals. Those are the 6 tips to make sure you get an insanely cheap flight. It's your girl Shay. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out my vlogs, and I think that I should do videos like this more often. Let me know what you guys think. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you. Have a good one.